In addition to owning some of the most well-known social media platforms in the world, including Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp, Mark Zuckerberg is a young entrepreneur who built an amazing wealth from nothing. But have you ever given the life of this successful guy any thought? You will learn everything there is to know about Mark Zuckerberg's lavish lifestyle in this video. Career: Mark Elliott Zuckerberg, a 37-year-old who was born in White Plains, New York in 1984, rose to international fame as one of Facebook's founders. While attending Harvard University, Mark, his classmates Andrew McCollum, Dustin Moskovitz, Chris Hughes, and Eduardo Lucevidan, a Brazilian, came up with the concept for the Social Networks Foundation. Originally known as the Facebook, Zuckerberg's platform was designed exclusively for college students as a way for them to socialize with one another. However, the website quickly gained popularity, was made accessible to the general public, and significantly altered user interaction to grow into the massive social network it is today, with over 3 billion active profiles. However, Zuckerberg had more plans for the internet. For instance, he paid $1 billion for Instagram in 2012 and $16 billion for WhatsApp, the largest messaging service, in 2014. And one of the most well-known figures in technology today is the entrepreneur. After all, since social networks become a part of people's life, a lot has changed. Mark Zuckerberg has remarkable powers that enable him to live a lavish lifestyle, since he has access to inside knowledge about over half of humanity. A mansion. There is little doubt that Mark Zuckerberg uses the wealth he amasses from his internet enterprise to amass a sizable collection of real estate. The American currently has a number of opulent residences and mansions dispersed over various areas. The businessman lives in a lovely home in the American state of California, in the city of Palo Alto, where he and his family happily reside. The home is near the Menlo Park, Silicon Valley location of the Facebook office, which ensures improved living and working circumstances. Zuckerberg has an estimated 20,000 square feet of properties in the area, and he has other holdings to provide further protection and privacy around his house. Given the enormity of the programmer's money, many are surprised by the main house's modest yet comfortable construction, which spans more than 5,380 square feet. The dining area is well lit with natural light, and the kitchen, for instance, is in the Provençal style with dark green furnishings that adds a sense of refinement. Mark and his wife gave a brief tour of the house's inside, including the family room with its fireplace and abundance of books on the shelves, in an interview with CBS this morning. In addition to a large saltwater pool, the property has a large green space for his kids to play freely and a fireplace area where the businessman may unwind. They calculate that the developer has made real estate investments in this area totaling roughly $51 million. Vacation houses. Mark Zuckerberg has previously made investments in real estate holdings that are veritable paradise routes so that he can spend his days of relaxation with his family. For instance, he purchased 2 adjacent lakefront properties in Tahoe, California in 2019. 2 mansions, Carousel Estate and Brushwood Estate, are located on the roughly 25-acre plot of property, with 12 bedrooms and 10 baths spread among a main house, guest house, and janitor's quarters. The smallest of them was constructed in the 1930s and is cleaner. The outdoor space provides a stunning view of the lake and a pier for boat excursions, while the building itself is very comfortable and has an integrated idea. Constructed in the 1920s, the other property features a large home with 10 baths and 8 cozy bedrooms. The exterior is coated in darker wood, while the interior is more contemporary and rustic. In addition, this property features a game area and a hot tub with a tranquil view of Lake Tahoe. It is indicated that Mark Zuckerberg spent about $59 million on these 2 properties. Zuckerberg and his wife possess an incredible 750 acres on the US-owned volcanic archipelago in the center of the Pacific Ocean, on the north shore of Hawaii. The founder of Facebook has already shared images of the natural richness of his properties on his social media platform, pledging to protect and support the local flora and animals in this paradisiacal setting. And he first spent $100 million to buy the 2 properties. Automobiles. Unlike other billionaires, Mark Zuckerberg doesn't seem to care all that much about fancy cars. However, that doesn't mean the Facebook founder hasn't made significant auto purchases. Given that a new model of the Honda Jazz costs about $20,000, Mark has been spotted driving one of these popular automobiles on multiple occasions, indicating that he chooses to be more discreet in his daily life. The Acura TLX, a sedan that may cost up to $39,500 in its most full 2021 edition, is another car that the businessman has already been seen driving. However, other online sites claim that Mark's collection also includes some more potent vehicles. According to rumors, Facebook's owner owns a stunning Pagani Huayra, a sports vehicle that many motorsport enthusiasts desire. The sports car boasts a very powerful engine and a sleek contemporary style. Additionally, this machine requires an investment of approximately $1.4 million. Contributions and charity. Mark Zuckerberg has proven throughout his career that he is grounded and enjoys contributing to society, even though he is a billionaire with enough money to fulfill every kind of wish he may have. Many others were taken aback by the entrepreneur's hundreds of donations, which were not insignificant. For instance, Mark made headlines in 2010 when he gave around $100 million to Newark Public Schools, the organization that manages the city of Newark, New Jersey's public school system. He and his spouse contributed $300 million as early as 2020 to support the U.S. elections, hiring additional election officials, and expanding the tools available to guard against COVID-19 during the voting process. However, Mark Zuckerberg's most significant charitable commitment was unquestionably made public in December 2015. The businessman, who was only a parent at the time, made headlines worldwide when he declared that he would donate 99% of Facebook's lifetime stock value to charitable organizations. Put another way, it is predicted that $45 billion would have been donated if the social network's market value at the time had been taken into consideration. This move coincided with the establishment of the Chan Zuckerberg Initiative, a group that has already generated millions of dollars for investments in opportunity, justice, education, and research. In doing so, Mark Zuckerberg has greatly benefited a large number of individuals and is a shining example of philanthropy in the modern era. Lifestyle. Mark Zuckerberg is an active internet user who discloses details of his personal life, in contrast to many billionaires who would rather keep their lives out of the spotlight. The entrepreneur appears to have a routine of working hard and having a great time, while utilizing all the resources that his money can provide. Surfing, target practice, and riding his electric board on Hawaiian beaches are some of his favorite pastimes. He plays virtual reality games when he wants to enjoy something more technological. Additionally, the programmer has experienced what it's like to drive a race vehicle in North Carolina. Activities for a billionaire aren't really shocking, are they? However, Mark's personal safety is one element of his private life that few others can afford. For instance, in addition to his private flights, which totaled $23.4 million in 2019, this resulted in his incurring significant expenses. As an example of his previous travels, Zuckerberg went to the Parthenon in Athens, Greece, to celebrate his 7th wedding anniversary. In addition, he and his spouse have visited Alaska and the Louvre Museum in Paris. That's an enviable lifestyle, isn't it? Good luck. Mark Zuckerberg is currently one of the most powerful people in the world, having access to and control over the private information of the billions of people who regularly use his social networks. The business group Facebook, which also controls Instagram and WhatsApp, among other companies, has a market valuation that has already crossed the astounding $1 trillion barrier, giving you an indication of the significance of the network that Zuckerberg built. Even though Eduardo Saverin, one of Facebook's founders, only owns 2% of the company's shares, he is still the richest person in Brazil. Mark Zuckerberg has attempted to establish an internet monopoly in addition to controlling the largest social networks. In 2008, he proposed to purchase Twitter for $500 million, and in 2012, he made another attempt to acquire Snapchat by offering $3 billion to CEO Evan Spiegel, who was 23 at the time. The two agreements were not, however, finalized. Naturally, the programmer continued to work on his platform for sharing videos and images that vanish after a day. And to do that, he developed the Facebook and Instagram Stories function. Zuckerberg's legacy is so intriguing that it served as the basis for the highly popular movie The Social Network, which even took home a Golden Globe. Additionally, the entrepreneur routinely ranks among the top 5 billionaires on Forbes' list, sharing the top spot with Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, Bernard Arnault, and Bill Gates. For those whose companies have been listed on the stock exchange, this shift of fortune is a normal occurrence. After all, there is absolutely no stability in the stock market. With a $134 billion fortune at the time this film was created, Mark Zuckerberg was the fourth richest man in the world. Mark can also take pride in being the world's youngest billionaire at the age of 37. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel. See you in the next one.